Thank you for joining our tutorial on how to import contacts into your Market Leader system. One of the biggest challenges that agents struggle with is maintaining contact with their entire database and ensuring that clients don't slip through the cracks. By importing all of your contacts into one system, you can efficiently keep in touch with all of them. The more contacts that you have in your Market Leader system, the more opportunities you will have for building relationships and winning more business. In this tutorial, we'll go over three main topics. First, what are the accepted file types for importing your contacts? Next, how to prepare your file for importing. And finally, how to complete the import process. The first question you'll need to ask yourself is, where are my contacts currently stored? If they are stored in one of these three programs, Outlook 2007, Top Producer 8i, or My Real Estate Tools, you'll need to export your contacts from that system and keep the spreadsheet exactly as it is when you export it. Don't add, delete, or move any of the rows or columns. Then save it to your computer. We'll review how to make sure your file is ready for import shortly. If, however, you will be creating your own custom list, or you are exporting your contacts from another program, such as Gmail, you'll use the basic contact list file type to import your contacts. To begin your import process, you'll want to hover over the Contacts tab and select Import Export from the drop-down menu. You are now on the Contact Import page. This is where you will come to import a file or check on the status of an import. In the first column, select the file type you will be importing. For Outlook 2007, Top Producer 8i, or My Real Estate Tools, be sure to review the information provided when you select that program from the drop-down menu. When you select Basic Contact List, you'll see the minimum column requirements as well as a link you can click to download the Basic Contact List template. The minimum column requirements shows you the minimum amount of required information that you'll need in order to import using the Basic Contact List file type. To create your own custom list, click the link that says Download Basic Contact List Template. If prompted, have the file open in Microsoft Excel. You can then save the file to your computer. If you do not have Microsoft Excel, please review the FAQ tab for this page on the steps you'll need to take. Now, let's open the template that you just downloaded. Enter a first name and last name for each contact and include either an email address or a complete physical address. All other columns are optional. If you exported your contacts from another program such as Gmail, you must make sure that the column headings in your file match the column headings exactly as they are in the Basic Contact List template. For any column that has any information that you want imported, you will need to change the column heading to match the template. Now that you have created your file, we'll review the 7 steps on how to prepare your file for importing. First, verify that each row has the minimum required information. Regardless of if you exported your file from another program or created your own list, each row must have a first name, last name, and either an email address or complete physical address. All other information is optional. Second, you'll want to verify the first 5 rows are complete. This will be rows 2 through 6. If there is any missing information in these rows, the import process will not start. Third, review your import file for accuracy. You'll want to confirm the accuracy of each email address and physical address for your contacts. Regardless of the file type that you use, make sure that you use a safe email address for all of your contacts so you are maintaining good standing with safe email sending practices. Fourth, verify there are no duplicate contacts. A contact can be added to the system only one time per email address. If you try to import a contact that shares an email address with an existing contact, then that contact will not import. Fifth, review the number of contacts in your file. The maximum number of contacts per file is 5,000. Multiple files can be imported each day. Sixth, Verify the number of contacts in your database. Your maximum contact database limit is 15,000 contacts from all sources, including leads who registered on your website, paid leads, or leads from other real estate websites. Finally, you will want to sort your contacts before saving your file. As a best practice and huge time-saving step, this will help you better organize your contacts and market to them. All of the contacts in an import file will have the same labels applied to them. You'll want to make sure that each import file contains contacts that have the same status and type and belong to the same group. Contact status helps you identify where your contacts are in their progress, from new lead to past client. When importing, the default status is active, which is typically used for a contact who is currently in the process of buying or selling a home. Contact type lets you know what type of contact they are, such as buyer or seller. The default setting is buyer-seller. Applying a group label is optional, but a step we highly recommend. It is another way to further classify your contacts. An example of a group label would be first-time homebuyer or investor. To apply a group label, you will need to create a group with that same name in your account prior to importing. To create a group, you'll go to Contacts, Manage Groups, then enter a group name and click Save. Organizing your contacts prior to importing saves you from having to apply each of these labels to each contact individually. It will also help you easily identify the contacts you import and provide you with additional options to sort and market to your entire database. After you have confirmed that all of the contacts in your import file share these labels, you will need to save a separate import file for each combination. For example, if you have active contacts who are all in the investor group, but they are a mix of buyers and sellers, you will want to save two import files. One for active investor buyer and one for active investor seller. Then, during the importing process, you'll be able to apply the appropriate labels to your file. When you have finished making changes and reviewed your import file to make sure that it meets the necessary requirements, you will need to save your file. Select Save As from the File menu and give your file a name. Then click Save. You will get a pop-up asking you to confirm you would like to save the file as a CSV file type. Click Yes. You can then close the file after saving. When you close the file, you will be prompted to save again. Click Don't Save. Since you just saved the file, it is not necessary to click Save again. When you click Don't Save, the file will close. You are now ready to import your file. Returning to the import page, your next step is to categorize your contacts. In column 2, you'll set the import list options. As a reminder, the selections you make here will be applied to all of the contacts in your import file. First, select the contact status from the drop-down menu. Next, select the contact type. And finally, if you've created a group, then you can apply the group label here. As a reminder, the group label must be created prior to this step. In column 3, you will now select your import file to be uploaded. Click the Browse button. Select the import file that you have saved on your computer and click Open. Review the disclaimer and mark the checkbox. Then click Import. You'll see a message at the top of the page that indicates the file has been successfully imported. Please note, it may take up to an hour for the system to process the entire file before you will see these contacts in your contact database. To check on the import file status, return to the import page and look at the section titled Status of Imported Contact Lists. When the file is finished, the status will change to Complete. If there are any rows that do not import, you can view the error report by clicking on the red number in the Failed column. Congratulations! You now know how to import contacts into your database. For more step-by-step instructional videos, please visit our training and support portal at learn.marketleader.com. Market Leader, behind every great agent is a great system.